Well, it's Thanksgiving weekend, and today I'm going to be making a spice cake, a pumpkin spice cake. Now, this recipe calls for a few ingredients. You get the spice cake mix in the box, 1 can of pumpkin, 2 eggs, and that's it. This is the recipe that I found online. But I'm going to incorporate a few more things into it because you know me, I am a concoction queen, right? So this is how I'm going to make my cake today. So first things first, we're going to break the eggs. So I'm just going to put 2 eggs. And we're going to open this can of pumpkin puree. So this is just pumpkin. That's it. That's all. Okay, so we're going to just put the puree with the eggs. I'm just going to mix that. Magic spoon, magic spoon, magic spoon. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. Okay, so that's incorporated all together now. I'm going to get some extra cinnamon. So I have some Saigon cinnamon here. And nutmeg. So we're going to put a little bit of nutmeg. If I had some allspice, I don't think I do have allspice. No, I don't have allspice. So we're going to put some cinnamon. Lots of cinnamon. And then we're going to put some of these golden raisins. Now we cannot forget, this is what I'm going to incorporate into it, is some carrot. So I'm just going to shred some carrot. Now I finely shred it so it's incorporated nice and incorporates nicely with the pumpkin. Okay, so now that that's ready, I'm just going to mix it all up. Mix that up real good. Add the spice cake. So you buy the spice cake. It's already made with cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. Put that in there. Now I have my oven preheated at 350. So I did that at the beginning of this. So it's already nice and ready for when I put it in there. Okay. Now it's just a matter of stirring it together. Some people would use a blender or whatever, but I'm doing it by hand. Blend it. Pretend I'm on a machine. Yeah. Look at that. It's coming out nice. So as long as I get all the powder mixed in with the wet stuff. Now you don't want to overdo it. That's good enough. There we go. Now, I was going to make a keto cake this week because I'm off the sugar, but guess what? It's been hard this week. And I kind of cheated yesterday, and I got into the Twix popcorn, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm starting all over on Monday because Thanksgiving is, this weekend, and people are going to make some nice desserts and stuff, so might as well make this cake, enjoy it, and I'm going to start all over on Monday again. So I have here 2 9-inch pans. This is going to be a 2-layer cake. So with the tender flake lard, I'm going to grease my pan, and this is how I do it. So I get a napkin, wrap it around my finger like that. Then just put your finger in there. Grab a hunk of lard. Then just grease your pan. This way you don't get your fingers dirty. And it's nice and done that way. And it goes on nicely. You got more control. There we go. Grease it up real nice all around the corners and on the bottom. Same with this one. This way it comes out nicely. It doesn't stick. And you have a nice, perfect cake. And you don't have to put much. Just enough to coat it like that. Okay? Next, what I do is I put a little pinch of flour all around, like that. And just so it coats the oil. It helps it from not sticking. Just go in circles. Okay. And there's one pan. Then for the next, same thing. Now I'm just going to put the batter in. So half in there. So, kind of spread it around. Just going to put the excess in the other one after because there's a little bit more in this one. So I think this cake is going to be delicious. I know this cake is going to be delicious. Now you could do this cake with 3 ingredients, which is the cake mix, the pumpkin, and the eggs. But I use the excess, I use the raisins and I use the carrot, the cinnamon, and everything else because, well, I wanted some extras. Let me just get that spatula out here. There we go. This thing here just takes everything out. It's nice and smooth. Look at that. So this is going to be a beautiful cake for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So I'm putting this out today, this video, because I want people to have an option to maybe make this for their Thanksgiving dinner. There we go. That's it. We're going to put that in the oven at 350 for, was it 24 minutes? Let me just check here. So because these are 9-inch pans, always check the ingredients or the times and stuff on your box. I'm going for 9-inch pans, 220 centimeters, 8-inch, 8-inch, doesn't matter. So I'm going to start with 24 minutes. It says 24 to 29 minutes for an 8-inch pan. So this is a 9-inch pan. So we're just going to go for 24 and see what happens. So I'm putting this in the oven now, and we'll be back in 24 minutes. And there we go. Pumpkin spice cake ready in 24 minutes. Pumpkin spice cake, pumpkin spice cake. So I'm going to let that cool for 15 minutes in the pan. And then I'm going to put it on the rack to cool for another 15 minutes. And then we're going to put the icing on. I'm going to show you how to make my cream cheese icing. I'm going to show you how perfectly these come out. So just run that around. Run that around. Like that. Put my rack down. And then just flip it. Still pretty hot. Here we go. Have to tap it. Just like that there. Then the other one. Same thing. Ooh. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So that's what happens when you grease the pan. They come out perfect like that. Now I'm going to make my cream cheese icing. So I'm going to make this a little different than I usually do. Usually it's just cream cheese, icing sugar with cinnamon or vanilla or whatever, you know. But this one's going to be different. It's going to be with pumpkin spice. Just to add that extra pumpkin spice flavor to it. So this is a creamer for coffee, but I'm going to be using a little bit in my icing. So just a little bit. Like that. No. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of, no, 2 tablespoons of icing sugar. Now there's one more thing we have to put in there, and that's some Saigon cinnamon. And you know what? It's the end of my bottle. No more Saigon cinnamon. Ooh. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of nutmeg. Just a little bit of nutmeg. Okay. And we go. Oh, we do have some Saigon cinnamon left. We have the Costco brand. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there as well. Now we're going to use the mixer on this to make a nice cream cheese icing. Okay, so I'm doing it with a knife because I don't have the spatula in hand that I usually use to cake decorate with. I don't know where the heck it is. So, put some of this icing in the middle. Like that. Then I'm just going to put the other half. So what I did is I took off for a while and I let it refrigerate in the fridge. And I put it in a saran wrap. So now it's very easy to work with. I put it upside down like that. Okay. Now, let's get some of that on there. And hopefully we have enough. We should have enough. If you hear banging in the background, that's my neighbor building stairs outside. So, and I'll turn it around. So spin that around. It's harder to work with this knife, but it's doing the job. Then we do the sides. Let's just get this over here. I used to like using my special spatula for this. For some reason, I can't find it. I hate when things go disappearing. When it's something that you don't use very often, you have it in one spot. Then next thing you know, it's gone when you want it. That pisses me off. Makes me very upset. It's not every day that I make a cake in ice base at home. So when I want my spatula, I want my spatula. I hope I have enough. I'm just going to steal some from the top here. It's going to be skimmed on the side. See? I can't do what I want. It's not the same kind of knife, so it doesn't come out very well. I'll take some from the top again. There's quite a bit on the top, I guess. Yeah, there's lots on the top. So I just skim it like that. There we go. Pumpkin spice cake with a pumpkin spice cream cheese icing. So I'm going to decorate that just a little bit by adding a couple leaves. Now these are decorations that I've had for a while because I used to work in a bakery. We would make cakes every year and I would always have these on my cakes. So I would always keep them because they're plastic and I could reuse them for years to come. One more and one more. No. Actually, I like this one better. There we go. Is there anything else I could use? I think that's good enough. And that's my cake for Thanksgiving. And there's my cake for Thanksgiving. There we go. All ready for tomorrow's festivities. Homemade cake. Yeehaw! Well, I'd like to thank all my subscribers and all my viewers for watching my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.